happy homecoming for you guys. Are you ready to hit the road, and can you keep the form up not at Optus Stadium?
Yeah, that's the plan. I think the last few years have been evidence that there's not necessarily a home ground advantage. I know it seems on the surface that that's the case, and I think for the long-term future we're hoping that is the case, but I think we've also proved that we can play well in previous Big Bash competitions. We can play well away from home, so at the moment we're still trying to be as adaptable as we can. We don't know what the full schedule looks like, exactly where we'll be, but I think that confidence is so important, and along with momentum, and we've certainly got that in our corner at the moment.
It's gone from a lot of noise about Adam Voger should go, the Scorchers are a rabble, and suddenly you're the favourites or near the favourites. How quickly can this competition turn?
Speculation about people's jobs 3 games into a tournament's ridiculous, really. I don't think that benefits anyone. I think that someone like Vogsy, who's built up so much credit over a long period of time here in Western Australia and in Australia, probably deserves more respect than that. But as players, it's frustrating to not be playing our best brand of cricket, but to be able to turn that around really quickly, coinciding with a string of home games, it's really exciting, and it's nice to see the media on our side again.
Does it feel like you were here in the early days around the WACA when the Scorchers would always get written off and they'd find a way to do it? Is it starting to feel like it's that brand of Scorchers again? Is it that sort of we'll just figure out a way?
Yeah, I think it's a winning feeling more than anything, and after a few losses, in any sport, I think that you start to doubt your capabilities of how well you're able to win games, and you start to win some games of cricket and it feels like everything's a little bit easier. You feel like the close games are going to go your way, and that's something that has been synonymous with the Perth Scorchers brand over a long period of time now, and as players and as a whole squad we feel that way at the moment, and hopefully we can continue that momentum.
Ashton, you've obviously got the momentum. Does the short turnaround in 5 games in 11 days therefore benefit you, knowing that you're carrying it at the moment?
Yeah, like I said, we didn't really know what to expect from this tournament. We didn't know where we'd be all the time. We knew things could change last minute, and in the past we've had some pretty gruelling travel schedules. So to be, we might have a little bit of movement, but to be on the East Coast and not have to travel back and forth across the country, I think everyone feels a little bit fresher for that, and a couple games in a short space of time is going to test everyone physically, but we know that all the teams in the competition are going through the same thing, and we'd like to go into a jam-packed schedule like that with 5 wins under our belt.
In terms of Mitch, obviously that side strain, how difficult can they actually be to overcome?
As a right-arm off-spinner part-time bowler, I probably don't know the extent of what he's going through, having not done an injury like that, bowling off the long run. But I think the scan yesterday was really positive. We're expecting to see Mitch back at some stage as a batter. We know bowling's going to take a bit longer for him, and hopefully for him and for us that does come back as quick as possible. But Mitch is such an important part of our team. He's been a superstar in this competition. He can be so damaging in white ball cricket in particular that we hope to see him back as soon as possible.
You've got a wonderful fast bowling brigade. Is there any merit to the thought that maybe Mitch should park the bowling and just purely concentrate on clearing the fences with the batting?
No, not at all. He's so valuable with the ball for us, and it's like gold being able to have a 6th bowling option. For one, as captain, it makes the maths in my head a little bit easier if I've got someone else bowling a few overs here or there, and to have someone with a record with the ball like Mitch does. It's so valuable. That everyone's not going to have the best night out every game, and sometimes someone needs to take up a bit of that slack, and Mitch is the perfect person to do that for us.
As captain, how much faith do you have in that bowling lineup when you look at it? There's Jai, there's Jason, there's AJ, and then you've got Hardy there as well. I mean, is that sort of the one wood at the moment for the Perth Scorchers?
Yeah, we talked before about the Perth Scorchers having a lot of success over the journey of this competition, and I think a lot of that has been built around our fast bowling attack. It's disappointing, in the last couple of seasons that we've had some of our frontline strike bowlers out with injury. We didn't see AJ Ty or Jason Berendorf at all last season. Those two plus Jai are coming back from major surgery, so I think we're seeing them get better and better as the tournament progresses. And having a bowling attack that we do at the moment, it goes a long way towards being a very good team.
When do you expect to have Monroe back and be ready for the next one?
I don't know, but I've got my fingers crossed, so hopefully he's back for this one. If not, it'll be the next one, but he's moving well. I know the physios have been putting him under the microscope and been testing him out, but I think he's very close.
So you leave with every sporting team now leaves with uncertainty when they leave WA. You're hoping you can come back at some point and play, hopefully finally you earn one, but it's a lot of uncertainty. How do you cope with that, particularly as the skipper, keeping everybody sort of focused and not worrying about what could happen?
Yeah, I think this is not the first time we've faced uncertainty. We've played domestic cricket for Western Australia. There's a lot of uncertainty about the start of the season, whether it would happen at all. A few months ago we didn't know whether the Big Bash would happen at all. So for quite an extended period of time we've been trying to be as adaptable as possible, and at the moment that's served us well. And as players, I think we feel very fortunate that we're playing any cricket at all. The fact that we're able to play in front of crowds at all, it's really exciting. It's great that the fans are able to come out and watch live cricket. It's great that fans can sit at home on their couch and watch professional cricket here in Australia, and as players we feel very fortunate to be able to do that.
Who's putting their hand up for the extra overs now? Mitch is out. Are you likely to roll the arm over a couple more, or do we see a bit more of Aaron Hardy?
Yeah, I think we're fortunate. We've got a few options. I try to be in the skipper's ear as much as possible and get myself a bowl, but Liam Livingston's bowled overs for us in the past. He's done a really good job, particularly in county cricket. So we've got plenty of options. Not having Mitch, it's not ideal, but it's certainly not the end of the world, and we're definitely going to be able to cover the bowlers. Having 5 frontline bowlers in your side is enough at times for team balance, and anything more than that's a luxury, really.
Do you feel like it's almost a blessing in disguise that you took the captaincy to start the tournament rather than having that extra workload midway through the tournament?
Honestly, it's probably been made out to be a bigger deal than it is. Personally, I don't prepare any differently for a game where I am captain compared to a game when I'm not captain. I like to think that out on the field we've got a lot of senior players who are thinking like captains. I certainly don't make all the decisions myself. I consult a lot of my teammates, a lot of guys who have played a lot of cricket, and had I not been captain, I'd be involved in that process anyway. So, I feel prepared at any time to be captain. I'm also happy to not be captain at any stage, and I think the dynamic at the moment's working really nicely.
How's Ash Agar tracking? Is he still have a chance for finals if you get there?
Yeah, definitely. He's got an injury that he hasn't sustained before, so that's taking some time, and I know that he's really excited to get back as quick as possible. He's also had an extended time out of the game at the moment, so it's going to take him a little bit of time. With a finger and a calf injury, he's hasn't been able to pick up a bat yet. I think he's really close to starting to walk through his bowling action and starting to pick up a bat, but we're really fortunate that whether Ash comes in, which would be obviously a great bonus, or he doesn't come back in, we feel like we've got guys who can cover him.
And just looking ahead to the T20 stuff next month, is there any Scorchers you'd like to see in the side?
Yeah, obviously it's really exciting to have any of your teammates get picked to play for Australia, and I've got no doubt that the selectors are watching the Perth Scorchers really closely. I know that they like picking guys who are involved in winning teams, and at the moment we're playing really well, and if winning ways continue, that I've got no doubt that we'll see some Perth Scorchers in the Australian side.
Mike Hussey said Jai Richardson should be a lock. Do you agree with that?
I do, but on the other hand, I'd love to have him playing domestic cricket for the Scorchers and for Western Australia. So, we know Jai's performed well on the international stage before. We know the best of Jai Richardson. He's good enough to play international cricket in any format of the game, and at the moment we're just trying to be as grateful for having him for the whole Big Bash season here with us.
And Josh Phillippe's got the golden cap now. How do you stop him? You guys would know him pretty well.
Yeah, we know him really well. He's been playing beautifully. You know, as a close friend and a West Australian teammate, you know, he's not the only one. There's a lot of guys who I play cricket with for Western Australia who are going really well in this tournament. Marcus Stoinis, Hilton Cartwright, Darcy Short's getting some runs now. You know, it puts a smile on my face to see all of them play well, and no doubt in planning meetings they provide some headaches, but you know, we're really confident in what we're doing at the moment, and you know, we're trying to concentrate on our strengths and not so much on the strengths of the other sides.
Do you expect Cam Green to come straight back into the side after the Test series? And what does he offer when he comes back in?
Well, I think what Cam Green offers is pretty evident. I think we all know that he's going to be a superstar for a long period of time in all formats of the game, probably playing international cricket in all formats of the game. And you know, he's still a young kid. He's played so well for us in 4-day cricket for Western Australia, and he's still learning his craft in 1-day cricket, but we know he's going to get better and better, and what an exciting package.
Is anyone not travelling with the squad today? I noticed Sam Whiteman was playing grade cricket on Saturday.
Yeah, a couple of guys have been released. You know, there's been a lot of talk about hubs and bubbles, and you know, that it's not the easiest thing to do at times. And so a couple of guys got released to play club cricket on the weekend, which, you know, gave them a bit of freedom to go and live their lives normally here in Perth. And as a result, they're not travelling with us. A couple of guys are not travelling with us away, but you know, we know that their best preparation is playing club cricket here in Perth, and should they be needed later in the tournament, you know, I think it's pretty easy for them to jump on a plane.
Who was that, Sam? Who was the other one?
Cam Gannon and Liam Guthrie.
Okay, cheers.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, Ashton.